When you plant that seed, you got to leave it alone. You got to leave it alone. You can't go back and dig up that seed every 5 minutes trying to see is something happening under there. What's going on? What's going on? Because you're going to ruin your crop. You're going to ruin your harvest. You got to trust. This is faith. This is where faith come in at. Remember what I was just telling y'all, that faith is believing in what you cannot see. This is where faith come in at, because you got to believe that something is taking place underneath the surface. Regardless of what's going on in your mind, what you seeing in your outer environment, what these intrusive thoughts are telling you and all this different type of stuff, you have to believe that something is taking place underneath the surface. Something is taking place in the spiritual realm where your physical eyes cannot see, but you have faith. So you're believing in what you cannot see. And you're believing that if I take action, if I believe in the God that I serve and I obey his word and I set up the right habits that's going to produce this success for me, I know that God is going to take care of the increase. You got to know by faith. Real quick, baby. This message is brought to you by the Divine Ones Tour. This is for the woman and the man who've been watching these videos. You've been receiving these messages and you feeling that pull that there is more on your life, baby. I am so excited. I want to personally invite you to get in the room. I'm ready to meet you live and in person, baby, at the Divine Ones Tour. And this is not just another event, baby. This is a room where what God has placed on the inside of you is going to be activated. We're talking personal branding. We're talking leadership activation, entrepreneurship, alignment, and strategy, baby. So you can stop sitting on the vision. You can stop watering yourself down, stop shrinking back on your voice, and you can start moving like what's on your life really matters, baby, because it do. So if these videos have been blessing you and you ready to get off the sideline, baby, and get in the room, I want you to click that link below in the description and get your tickets to the Divine Ones Tour today. Now let's get back into the message, baby. That when you sow the seed, God is going to do the increase. It is the Lord that gives the increase, baby. You can't give your own increase. It is God that's going to come in and blow on that thing and multiply it. And God has a way. God has a way of putting that kingdom multiplication on that thing. Somebody put it in the comments. Say kingdom multiplication. Baby, let me tell you something about that kingdom multiplication. Woo! Kingdom multiplication, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. God take the one seed that you sowed and he blow on that thing. And when he puts that kingdom principle of multiplication on it, it start multiplying and it start compounding, and the math don't even be mathing, baby. All kind of stuff, all kind of transformation, all kind of success. Come on now. This is what the Lord do. This is what the Lord do. Just like he did with Peter out there on that boat, baby. He told him, drop that net. Launch out into the deep. Let down your net for a drought. This is what the Lord is speaking to you. He's saying, I need you to come out of your comfort zone and I need you to trust me. The Lord say, for once in your life, I need you to trust me 1,000%. I need you to believe in what you cannot see. I need you to walk by faith. And I need you to block out all this noise that you're hearing from the world and from doubting family members and unsupported friends and all these folks. He said, block out all that stuff and only listen to what the word says. Only listen to what God says. And he said, do the things. This is very important now. Because faith without works is dead. So you can't just only believe, but you got to have some works behind that thing too. You can't just stand there and believe that God going to put the points on the scoreboard, but you ain't got your head in the game. You ain't moving like you're supposed to be moving every day. You don't have the right habits set up in place. You don't have the right behaviors, the right beliefs to back up what you believe God is going to do in your life. So it's also about what you're doing every day. You can't just pray and say that you believe God is going to move for you. You believe this thing going to happen for you. You believe your business going to be successful, but you ain't never doing none of the things to help your business become successful. You're not educating yourself. You're not investing in your self-development. You're not working on your body. So you got to be doing all of these things. all of these things. You got to work like this thing is up to you. You got to put in the work. You got to have the actions. You got to set up the habits. Come on now, you got to do your part. And then you got to trust God to give the increase. You got to trust God to put the points on the scoreboard for you. But he ain't going to put points on the scoreboard if you ain't got your head in the game, if you ain't playing the game the way you supposed to. God ain't going to cheat for you. He ain't no cheating referee. He ain't going to be putting points on the board and you ain't did nothing to put them on now. You got to run the plays. Somebody put it in the comments. Say, I got to run the plays. Come on now. God got coaches. He got coaches that he done set up. I'm one of your coaches right here. I give you plays in every video. God is giving you the plays, but he say, are you running them? You got to run the plays. Run the plays and remember what you practice. Remember what you learn. And now it's time to put into action. It's time to put into practice everything that you have learned and trust God to give the increase and stop looking every 5 minutes for a result if you know you ain't did the work. Come on now. And this is the time where we got to completely take our eyes off the scoreboard. I'm going to give y'all an example. Let's just say you on a fitness journey. You on a health and wellness journey. You trying to lose some weight. God say, listen, put that scale up. Stop getting on that scale every time you turn around trying to see, did you lose some weight? Did you lose some weight? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Why I ain't lost no weight? I'm doing all this. I'm cutting all this food out. I'm doing all this walking. I'm going to the gym. I'm lifting weights. I ain't seen nothing. You stand in that mirror looking for a result. You stand on that scale looking for a result. Take your eyes off the scoreboard and get your head in the game. Focus on the habits. Focus. I want y'all to put this in the comments. Say, I got to focus on my habits. This is very important. Stop trying to get a particular result. Stop trying to be so fixated on a number or on a particular goal and focus on becoming the person. Focus on establishing the habits that are going to get you to that goal. This is how you get your head in the game. This is how you take your eyes off the scoreboard and you run the plays and you get your head in the game. You focus on the habits. What am I doing every day? Focus on becoming the type of person that can achieve this goal. Focus on becoming the person that eats healthy, that eats whole foods. Focus on becoming the person that walks every day. Focus on becoming the type of person that goes to the gym 3 to 5 times a week. Focus on becoming the type of person that is active, that maintains an active lifestyle. Focus on becoming the type of person that drinks water every day, that hydrates their body every day. Focus on becoming the type of person, come on now, that prioritizes your health and your wellness. Focus on becoming the type of person that enjoys going to the trail, that enjoys moving your body, that enjoys being out in a nature walk, that enjoys going on a prayer walk. Because when you get lost in doing those type of things, you won't even have to worry about the scoreboard. God will take care of that because he is the Lord of the harvest. He gives the increase. You're going to look up, baby, and you're going to be done hit your goal weight and probably lost some more after that. You're going to be done lost even more than you intended to lose. You're going to be like, whoa. They gonna be like, baby, you disappearing. Well, you just melting away out here. You just looking lean out here, baby. Why? Because you have focused on becoming the person. You have focused on establishing the habits of a healthy person instead of being fixated on what I got to do to lose some weight, what I got to do to move the scale, what I got to do to get to my goal weight. And you just constantly focus on that scale, looking at that number, because every time you look at that number and it doesn't show the number that you want, you sending a signal to your spirit. You're sending a signal to your mind that I still ain't here. I still ain't here. I still ain't here. We still ain't there yet. And what is that doing? That's sending a constant signal of lack. That's showing lack. And you're going to create more of that. Now you're going to be stressing. Now you're going to be upset. Now you're going to be in your feelings. And that is the complete opposite of a person that loses weight, because your body is not going to release weight. Your body is not going to lose weight when you're stressed, when your cortisol levels are high. The cortisol hormone is that stress hormone. When those hormones are out of whack, baby, you ain't losing no weight. It's just the way God created our bodies. Your body is not going to lose weight until it feels safe, until it feels safe and it has sense that it is safe for us to release this weight. And so you have to send the right signals to your body, send the right signals to your mind and your spirit by stop fixating on the numbers. Stop stressing yourself out about a result, about an outcome that you cannot control. You can't control that because it is God that's going to give you that. It is God that gives that increase. But you got to focus on the things that you can control. You can control what you do every day. You can control your habits, your behaviors, your patterns, your beliefs, your attitude. You can control that. So let's focus on doing the things that are going to put the points on the scoreboard. Let's stop being fixated on the scoreboard. Let's stop being stressed out about a number. Same way with your business and your finances and your bank account. If you're setting up a business, come on now, I'll use one of my coaches as an example. If you are one of my coaches, if you're one of my certified life coaches, and let's just say you taking my certification, or you taking the certification and you completed it, and now you're building your coaching business. You got to stop looking at your bank account every 5 minutes. You got to, or every day talking about where the money at. I ain't got the money yet. You got to stop looking at that your books every day talking about where my clients at. Why I ain't got no coaching clients yet. Why I ain't got nobody paying me for my services yet. Why I ain't selling no books yet. Why I ain't selling no courses yet. And you looking at this stuff every day and you're fixated on where is the money. Why am I not there yet? Why don't I have a successful YouTube channel yet? Why don't I have a successful coaching business yet? You watching the scoreboard. And as long as you sit there watching the scoreboard, you're making it harder for yourself. You're stressing yourself out and you're sending the wrong signals to your mind and your body and your spirit. What you got to start doing is you got to start becoming a successful person. Become a successful servant, because the greatest among you is the servant. This is what Jesus told us. So instead of focusing on why I don't have clients yet, let's shift that and let's focus on how can I serve? What do I have that I can be of service to somebody? What do I know that I can help somebody else out with? What problem am I experienced with solving that I can help somebody else solve this problem in their life? And let me make videos about that. Let me write books about that. Let me create content about that. Let me teach classes about that. And let me do this freely, because it's about becoming the type of person. You can't fake this. This is what I'm trying to get to you, that you cannot fake this. You cannot be fixated on just getting a certain result and thinking that everything is going to be all right once you get this result. It don't happen like that. You have to become the person first. You have to become the type of person that can get that type of result, and the result will naturally happen. It's never about the result. Y'all listen to me. It's never about the number on the scale. It's never about the number in your bank account. It's never about having a successful business and being that woman and being that guy. It's not about that. It's about you becoming the person that the Lord has created you to be. And everything that you get after that is just a byproduct. It's a byproduct of becoming the person that God already knew you was. It ain't about the stuff. It ain't about the numbers. It ain't about the money. It ain't about none of that stuff. It's about you changing, you becoming who the Lord has created you to be. And as a result of that, you are blessed. As a result of that, God will move the number. God will move the needle. God will move the scale. God will move the bank account. God will move all of that stuff, because he is the Lord of the harvest. But he wants you to become who he already knows you are. God has already created you to be this successful person, to be this amazing, kind person, to be an amazing servant of the Lord, to help people, to solve people's problems, to add value to the lives of other people. God has already created you to be that. It's already in you. Your life is about you manifesting that. Your life is about you bringing that into fruition. So when you focus on that, the results will take care of themselves. They will take care of themselves when you focus on that. When it stopped being about the money, when it stopped being about the numbers, when it stopped being about the result, the outcome. Now, I'm not saying that you don't set that. You set your goal, okay? Make your request known unto God, but then you focus on becoming the person. After that, we ain't thinking about that no more. Now we going inside our days. Now we looking at our habits. Do you have the habits of a successful coach? Okay, instead of looking at the money that a successful coach makes, or the followers that they have, or the lights, camera, action, and the aesthetics of everything, let's focus on what are the habits of a successful coach. Because that's when you become that type of person, you'll have what that person has. But it has to be in your heart. You have to become that type of person. What kind of heart, what type of mindset does a successful coach have? What does their day look like? What kind of books do they read? What time do they get up in the morning? What time do they go to bed? Come on now. What kind of hobbies do they have? What is their gym routine? Do they go to the gym? Do they work out? Do they walk? Instead of saying, why I don't have what this person has, why I'm not there yet, why haven't I made it yet? Let's focus on becoming the person that can have it. Because when the shift happens inwardly, the outside results will take care of themselves. Okay, I love y'all so much, baby. I am Latoya Okeia. I pray that this message blesses you today. Remember what I told y'all. We not watching the scoreboard no more. We taking our eyes off of that scoreboard and we are looking at ourselves. We are turning the mirror within. We are looking within ourselves and we're saying, what type of person am I? Have I become the type of person that can naturally have this result because this is just my lifestyle? See, when it stopped being something that you're doing just to get a number or just to get a result, and you have shifted your mindset to know that this is my lifestyle, that I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life. I'm going to be living like this for the rest of my life. I'm going to be helping people like this for the rest of my life. I'm going to be serving people. I'm going to be solving this problem or solving some type of problem for people. I'm going to be working out. I'm going to be walking. I'm going to be eating whole foods. I'm going to be drinking water and electrolytes. I'm going to be making sure I'm getting my sleep every night. I'm going to be resting. When you make up your mind that this is something that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, and that this is not about you getting a particular result or outcome, but this is who you are. When you make that identity shift, watch how quick you get there. Watch how quick you get there. So I love y'all so much. I pray that this blesses you. I'll check in with y'all later, baby. Y'all be blessed. Before you go, baby, I want to invite you to take the next step of the journey with me. If this message blessed you today, if these videos have been speaking to you, and if you know that there is more on your life, I don't want you to just receive this word and move on. I want you to come get in the room. The Divine Ones Tour, baby, is for the woman and the man who is ready to get clear, get aligned, and move with strategy. Because some of my Divine Ones, you don't just need another message. You don't just need another video. You need the room. You need the atmosphere. You need the activation, baby. You need to be around other people who are building, becoming, and carrying something real. So before you click off this video, I want you to click that link in the description and get your ticket right now for the Divine Ones Tour. I'm ready to see you in the room, baby. Come on in, come on in.